yes, another wonderful fall bins thrifting trip done. I hope you guys are enjoying me throwing in some footage of the trees changing as I've been going to the bins. I was kind of planning on doing some thrift with me footage like I did last time, just at the beginning of the thrifting at the bins, but I decided not to because it was actually really good and I was just trying to like focus and not have my camera out the whole time. But I don't know, if you guys like seeing the trees and kind of the little like nice intro, let me know because I'm totally open to doing it. I just love watching them change over time. They keep getting more and more red and it's hard for me to not at least like take a picture, so I've just been filming it. But let me know if that is something you guys like and I'll keep doing it. Anyways, let's first address the elephant in my throat, and that is that I am suffering from allergies really bad right now. It's only like nasal, my throat's fine, and honestly I haven't like lost any energy or been tired at all. I've had some eye pressure. It's just the usual fall allergies, so I'm not sure how it sounds to you guys, but to me, I sound horrible. So if I sound bad, it sounds worse than I feel. I'm fine, it's just allergies. So yeah, just wanted to address that. But today I have a fantastic freaking bins haul for you guys. This is the best bins trip I would say that I've had in quite a while. And I didn't only get clothes, I even got a bunch of shoes because there were some good shoes too. So I'm excited to show you guys those as well. As you can see, I'm sporting a different flannel this time because for the past 2 weeks I've been in my orange and black one, but this time I have my Max Mara gray and white one that I also love a lot. And then I have my Online Ceramics Jack Straw's Company Retirement Party shirt with a skeleton on it. So we're all fall over here, you guys know that. Anyways, I suppose we should jump into the haul. I'm honestly not sure if this is going to be one part or two parts. I do not know yet, and I guess we will see by the end how long this has been. Or I guess we will see once I'm getting through this how long it's ending up being. It possibly could be 2 parts because I don't really want to rush through this. And that's totally fine because I can just next Thursday show you guys the rest of this great stuff. So I do have it sorted. We're starting with shoes, and then we're gonna move on to the clothing. I did get some clothing for Ryan to sell. I got some clothing for Debbie to sell. I don't have that stuff with me, but I do that every time. Anyways, I suppose we should jump into it. My bins actually changed this time, which I guess I could have got footage of that. Now there is only 1 row of like hard goods and miscellaneous, and the rest is all clothing. And then there's a shoe row, of course, which I actually love. So we basically lost the hard goods row and gained a clothing row, which I love. But this last time I was there, the employee informed me and a bins friend, Laurel, that they were doing just raw donations instead of store pulls, which if you don't know, that means it's like the stuff directly donated that they just have too much. They were just doing that. And whenever that's the case, it's great. So that kind of explains that. Anyways, babbling and babbling. Let's jump into the actual stuff. So let's do the shoes first. And first up, I have this black pair of sandals. And these are very trendy, obviously not really for fall, but for spring and summer. These block heels and this woven kind of leather detail to them. These are by Madden Girl, and these are a size 8.5. They're called the Gretchen. Madden Girl is just a diffusion line of Steve Madden, and though it is not as expensive as Steve Madden, and Steve Madden's obviously not like luxury or anything, I will still pick up these super trendy pieces like this, especially because these are in fantastic shape. Even if I didn't want these to sell myself, easily consignable, but I am gonna sell these myself. They're really cute, and I mean, Madden Girl still retails for like $80 to $100 for stuff, so I'm not totally against picking it up. It just has to be a really good pair. Then we have a really beautiful fall pair of shoes. These are some loafers, and I'm not 100% sure if these are leather. I'm not sure. They kind of feel like leather, but based on the brand, I wouldn't assume they are. I don't know. But these are some green horsebit loafers by Zara, and that's the newer Zara label. These are a size 39, so they're like an 8.5 or a 9, and they are super nice and super cute. So I'm really happy to have found these. It took me a while to find the second one of these, but I think actually Laurel found the second one for me, so I appreciate that. I think they're really cute. They're gonna do great for the season, of course. Then we have some cowgirl heels, basically. These are some denim pumps with this like croc embossed leather to the heel and to the toe caps. And these are actually by Escada. So of course, Escada is a super expensive brand. It's kind of like, think St. John, Like, it's really expensive, but it does not always keep its value that well. So actually, Ryan, because I kind of hauled for him last night, Ryan said that he would love to sell these, and I was like, you know what, sure. So they're a 9.5 AA. If you're interested in these kind of like Y2K Escada denim heels, they're gonna be in Ryan's closet, not mine. And of course I could send them to the Real, but with how low they would price them, no thanks, I'm not gonna do that. Next up, we have a pair of heeled kind of booties. I assume or is this like what a shootie is? I've always not liked the word shootie. I don't know why. I'm just gonna call these booties. These are some leather kind of like gem button embellished shoes, boots. These are by L'Artiste. It's a decently expensive kind of like comfort shoe brand, and their stuff is usually quite a bit more like interesting or weird. Like, it's not just like a black boot or whatever. They'll have like floral embroidery and like patches and stuff. So the brand that makes them is Spring Step is what it's called, but I don't think I've ever seen a Spring Step shoe. I only see L'Artiste, and they are decently expensive. Like, these probably retail for like $160, $170, and they keep their value pretty well. Like, I would picture listing these for maybe like $60 because they're in good shape. I actually found a sandal by them too, but I never found the match, so that is unfortunate. Save the good shoe for last. Next up is a pair of snake python embossed boots, and these have these little kitten cone heels to them, and on the inside they're actually no, this would be the outside. It's like a Chelsea boot, but it's a window, which is really interesting. Like, I'm not sure if you would just like go barefoot in these, or would you really show your socks? Maybe you'd wear like a black sock in this. I don't really know, but these are by Dolce Vita, which I do like to pick up Dolce Vita when it is cuter, kind of like Steve Madden and Sam Edelman and stuff. These are a size, it'll be so hard to find because Dolce Vita loves to hide the size so annoyingly, it's like impossible to find. Yeah, I can't find the size. Yes, size 7. Thank goodness this person left this sticker on the bottom. So these are a size 7. It says on this, but you guys will not be able to see that. Size 7. Debbie size, but Debbie would not walk on a heel that is this pointy. So I will be listing those. Then we have a pair of sandals, and these are really, really cute, and they're like, I think literally brand new. These are some platform sandals with this kind of like gator or croc or snake embossed like top strappiness to them. These are by Urban Outfitters. They weigh like nothing. Like, I feel like they would just like float away if I threw them too high in the air. But these are, why do you all do this to me? Okay, apparently Urban Outfitters took a note from Dolce Vita's book, and it's impossible to find out what size these are. Luckily, these will be really easy to measure the footbed on, because I don't see a size anywhere, and if it was just a sticker on the bottom, it is gone. So, I don't always pick up Urban, as you guys know. Their shoes do pretty good for me, kind of like their bags and accessories and stuff, and like hats. I like to do from Urban, or else a lot of it I just give to Ryan. So we got 3 pair of shoes left, and these are all my favorite shoes that I found. First up are these super adorable lugged Chelsea boots, and I know that these have been the trend for like the past couple years, and they're kind of starting to not be the trend anymore, but there definitely are still a lot of people that love boots like these, myself included. These are also by Madden Girl, and this is a perfect example of a pair of boots that of course I would not skip even though they're Madden Girl. These are so cute. I think they retail for about $100 when I looked them up. The bottoms are in great shape. They have been worn. They're not brand new, but they're still in fantastic shape. These are called the Phoebe, and these are also a size 7. So Dolce Vita lady must have owned both of these. These are so cute though. Even though they're Madden Girl, I could see myself listing these and getting a good sale price on these, like 40-ish, maybe $45 on those. They're just so trendy. Then we have a pair of Western cowboy boots, and I assume that you could assume what brand these are from. So these are Fry boots, and these things are like totally basically brand new. I think she wore them maybe once because there's a couple like pebbles in there, but these are in such good freaking shape. I love that they can just hold themselves up. I don't need to put like a boot shaper in. Like, there's nothing in here. and they're just totally standing up like that. These are a size 6, and I didn't notice this until I got home from the bins, but they're actually a collaboration, which I will not probably be able to show you. It's in that like box down there. Jennifer Estes. I have yet to figure out if that's like a good thing or if they're just the same value as like a normal pair of Fry, but yeah, they're a collab. I don't know who that is either. Some of you guys might. Usually when I'm confused on something, many of you are more insightful on what I'm confused about. So if you're wondering who Jennifer Estes is, there is probably a comment or two below telling you who she is. Next up is my last pair of shoes, and these are my favorites, and these are the ones I was scouring the bins to find, and right at the end I found them, and I was like, okay, I can leave now and I can leave happy. So these are some wooden clogs. This is a brand that Ryan has had, I think, twice, and I actually have never had, but I've definitely known about it for quite a long time. And they always make wooden clogs, and I think they actually do make some clothes too. But this brand is called Number 6, not to be mixed up with Mix Number 6. That is totally different brand. But these say we're in good health for some reason. I think that must be their like catchphrase. Number 6 clogs are, I don't know, like $400 or $500. They're, I believe, just like Swedish made, extremely nice clogs. These are size 39. Again, they've definitely like been worn, but nothing bad, nothing crazy. There's no like chips, like there's a couple like nicks in the toe areas. No cracks, nothing too bad. I don't exactly know the resale value on these. I forgot to ask Ryan what he got for his, but I know they go for quite a bit. And like I said, the retail on them is crazy high. This leather is like super soft, nice black suede, super soft. And this is like really nice wood. So I was pumped to find those. I've never found that brand, and finally I can say that I have. So let's move on to the clothing. And I do have the pants sorted out, but I don't think that they're like on top. So it didn't really matter that I sorted them anyways, because I'm not gonna be able to start with them. So let's just start with the top stuff and move our way down. So no particular order here. First up is a J. Crew piece. And this is J. Crew Mercantile. It's a size 14, so it's a great size. I just thought that this was a really good fall top. It is this black cotton top. It really needs to be washed. I haven't washed anything yet. We all know that the tiered cotton stuff and black is very trendy this season. So I thought this was just a perfect piece for this year and in the fall. This is from 2018, but I think it's really cute, and I love that it's a good size. Next up is my one thing that I found for the Real. This is the first thing I found as well. And this was a brand, it just caught me, like, okay, so it just caught my attention because of like this pattern. It looks kind of like 60s funky, atomic looking dress. It has this like rosette detail, even though those are not in this fall. That was last fall. It said made in Italy. Okay, no, it's made in China, but it must be designed in Italy. It said M. Agal, and I was like, I have no clue what that is, but it feels like silk. Let's look it up. Sure enough, it is a brand called Michael Agal, and these dresses are very expensive. And the Real had some that were clearancing out for like $93. But they also had some that were like $450. So I will not be selling this myself. I will definitely let the Real take care of this. It also obviously cost me absolutely nothing, being a silk dress. So that is a great find, and I'm happy to know that brand now. Next up is another vintage piece, and this is stunning. And it's honestly probably a really good thing that it's pretty small and definitely wouldn't fit me, because this is the type of thing I would totally keep. So this is a leather trench coat in this like red ox blood kind of burgundy color. There is no label and no size, and it looks like it maybe used to have a quilted lining, but I would have taken that out anyways, so I don't care that it's gone. It is real leather, and yeah, no size, but I would honestly say this is maybe like a 6 possibly, because if you shut it, it'd be quite hourglass around the waist. But this is so cute. It's like a long trench. It has all its buttons, and I love this color. I could see this doing good on eBay. I could see this doing good on Posh. I could see this doing good on Depop. This is like very like the girlies fall. So I was very excited to find that. Then this was the last thing I found, and it was sitting right on top of a bin as I was like running out the door. I don't know why everybody skipped it, but it is this snowflake wintry argyle sweater. It's got snowflakes around the cuffs, it's got them around the bottom and around the top. And I was like, haha, that knitting and material looks like Dale of Norway. Though, of course, there are many, many like other brands and vintage brands that made the same stuff. But no, it is a Dale of Norway. So that's great. This is 100% wool. It's a size 42. I've never seen this like silver label before. That's pretty cool. And this is such a cute one with like the snowflakes and stuff. I have no clue. Like there's no holes, no stains, which I would honestly expect for something this old in white. The color is still in great shape. Okay, and if you don't know Dale of Norway, it is a very expensive Norwegian sweater brand. So pick it up if you see it. It's super, super, super expensive. Next up, this is a very Ryan piece. And he's kind of mad that I'm gonna be trying to sell it myself, but I just want to give it a shot. So I'm gonna. This is a vintage White House Black Market Sherpa lined jacket in this like faux suede floral embroidered outside. This thing is so Y2K, so Phoebe Buffay from Friends. I think this is gonna do so good. Not to be Ryan, but like this is absolutely gonna sell to the Depop girlies. There is no way it's not. I mean, I guess it maybe could sell on Posh, but either way. There's no size on this either. I would say this is probably like, I feel like you'd maybe want it a bit more like form-fitting. So this is probably like a medium, even possibly a large, but I'm not sure. I'll have to do some measurements and kind of figure it out. But I will probably list this under vintage instead of White House Black Market. We'll see. Next up is a men's piece, and this almost gave me Ryan vibes, but it would need to be a little bit more printed, I think, and maybe more colorful. It is a ASOS piece, and it's a large, tall, long. And I don't know if it's tall and long or if they're just like emphasizing that it is like a tall length, but it is this gray argyle detail sweater that's really cute, really good for the season once again. And argyle has been super in lately for men and women, so I think this will do really well. And as you guys know, I love tall pieces, so that was a good pickup. Speaking of tall pieces, I found this Athleta really early on in my trip, and I was like, okay, so this is gonna be a good bin strip. This is one of the cutest Athletas I've ever found, and it's a tall. So this is an Athleta small tall, and it is the most beautiful, like sunset printed kind of tie-dye ombre sweatshirt ever. I would love to have something from Athleta in this colorway. It is beautiful, and I definitely think if Debbie sees this, she's gonna go hunt for one to order for herself. And honestly, I almost want to do the same thing because this is so pretty. It, of course, as usual, has the slight, like, Athleta pilling. But like I said, I think they literally come that way. This is from 2021. So pretty. Those colors are just, like, gorgeous. I was really excited to find that. Another early find in my trip was this plaid kind of shirt. This is another men's piece. And this is actually by Patagonia. And it is organic cotton, size XL. I mean, honestly, Patagonia does not do as good for me as a lot of people say it does for them. So this isn't as thrilling as it might be for some people. For me, it's a great find, especially at the bins. So, especially because it's XL too. I like that. I just noticed that the top button is cracked, but it could still function. And you also could, oh. Many buttons are cracked. Okay, I am gonna figure out what to do with this. I'm not just gonna get rid of it, but I will find. Maybe I'll just list it cheap. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet now that I know the buttons are cracked, but I still would have grabbed it even knowing they're cracked, so that's totally fine. Then we have a Free People piece. This is size extra small Free People, and it's this really cute, like slubbed cotton kind of crop top. It'd go really good with one of those like trendy maxi skirts, like one of those tiered cotton ones. But yeah, it's this slubbed kind of like tan mustard color. I think it's adorable. So that's a good find. Next, at first I thought this was men's, and then Ryan tried it on and it wasn't men's. So this is made in Italy, Hugo Boss, which is not something I like to pick up. It's size medium. I mean, at least I think it's women's. This is this beautiful, like, again, almost kind of 60s atomic, psychedelic color and printed shirt. I love these flower patches to it. Or actually, this is more kind of like 70s maybe, I feel like. But it has this interesting front to it. It doesn't, you can't like zip it or button it or anything. It just kind of like looks like that. It's a pullover. But this is so pretty. I had to get this. And since there's no buttons, I can't really tell if it's men's or women's. All I know is it didn't fit Ryan. And he would wear usually men's medium or large. Next up is another new, okay, so this is a new Bolo brand that I just did some research on. Well, I did a little bit of research at the bins and I saw that it went for a lot. And then I brought it home and did more research and I was like, wow, this is a really good pickup. So I think this is kind of like a leg and look brand. It's this like polka dot batik printed cotton tunic, possibly dress. It's this beautiful batik printed like red and orange kind of scale, fish scale circle pattern. It's by a brand called Zuri and they are made in Kenya. And like I said, I think this is leg and look. A lot of the model pictures are very leg and look. I didn't check our boutique, our leg and look boutique in the Twin Cities to see if they have this brand on there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. These are so pretty. They retail for, I think, like 150 to 160, and they resell for about 100 to like 180. So some patterns and stuff must become rare or something. This was a great find. When I picked this up, I had no idea it was gonna be that good. And I hadn't checked the sold comps at the bins, so then when I did, I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Next up is another Free People piece. And this is a size large, Free People. This is a distressed sweater. I think I've had this before, and Ryan also thinks he has had it before, so I wouldn't be surprised if we both had. It's a very boxy, oversized large, and it might be a wool blend. Let's see. Okay, the label's cut out, so I can't tell if it's a wool blend, but it's cute. And of course, the single color sweaters are in this season, so hopefully that does good. And you don't find Free People in large super often, so I was pretty excited about that. This is kind of a random brand that I wouldn't normally pick up. They make really cute sweaters, but I feel like they're possibly nowadays sold at TJ Maxx and stuff. Ryan said they're sold at Francesca's, but I don't picture this being at Francesca's. It's called Moon and Madison. This is a size medium, and it's this green sweater that is perfect, and I mean it this time, perfect for this season, because it is a football sweater. And it says Sunday Fun Day. And I think that this is so cute and it'll do so well. Obviously, football season literally just started like 2 weeks ago. Though I don't partake, I know many people that do. So I know there's obviously many, many girlies out there that watch football with their dads and their boyfriends and themselves and their spouses and there's other significant others. I think that'll do great. Then we have this funky tie, and this is a spaghetti tie. Or like an Italian food tie. So this is by Nicole Miller, and I have found a number of her vintage, really funky printed ties before. I found like a Batman one, I found like watches or something, I found like all kinds of weird stuff. And the Real used to take these and they would sell really quick, but they do not anymore. I have tried. And so I guess I will sell this myself, but I think it's really adorable, so hopefully it will still do good for me. Next up, we have a Zara piece, and this is the new label Zara once again. This is a size medium, and this is a crop top, kind of like corset style, ribbed, like crop top sweater situation. So ribbed, black, super trendy. This should do really, really well for this fall. Then we have a 360 cashmere piece, and this is some kind of collaboration. It is Rocky Barnes for 360 cashmere. It's a size extra small. And this is just a pink like V-neck sweater. There actually are a few spots to the front, but I'm gonna try to clean those out myself. If not, this weighed nothing and I can like just donate it. Honestly, that's right. This is a real piece too. The Real has been marking 360 Cashmere like pretty well when I've sent it in lately, like over $100, and it's been selling. So that's what I plan to do with that. Okay guys, I know that I'm kind of cutting it short here, but I really would like this haul to be 2 parts because I actually do not have time to go to the bins next week. I have a bunch of house stuff to get done. So I am gonna have to cut this off here. And I'm gonna get to listing this stuff. So if there's anything that you are interested in, it should be posted really soon. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here. I apologize that this is a little bit shorter than they usually are, but stay tuned for next week. There are many other really good finds in here. Super trendy, super seasonal, and super good brands and stuff. So I will see you guys next week for part 2 of this. Again, I apologize that it was shorter. And Ryan and I will see you on Saturday for What Sold Saturday. Let me know what your favorite piece was that I found in this part of the haul. I will see you guys next week for part 2 and next Tuesday for, I think, bolos. I think we're doing bolos next Tuesday, some kind of fall category. I'm gonna try to get Ryan to be in that with me. I could basically guarantee he will be. We will definitely have time this weekend. So next Tuesday is gonna be some fall bolos, which we haven't done bolos in a hot minute, so that's exciting. So we will see you on Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.